guys, I'm back doing another game playing, and let's hopefully make this a short episode, because I haven't played a lot of games, because I was out in Pennsylvania for my short little vacation, as you guys know. It was over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and I came back on a Sunday, I believe, but yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I didn't pick much up there, but I did play a lot of games. I was on the go, mainly 3DS games. But let's first off get into the Summer Backlog Challenge, which I only have 2 games left. Actually, 1. And this is the 1 game left, which is Skyward Sword. And I am almost done with it. I am close to the end, and hopefully I could finish it tomorrow. September 1st or something, because school is about to start for me September 9th, I believe. But yeah, Skyward Sword, almost done with it. Hopefully I can finish it before school starts. That is my goal. And it was a pain getting the Hyrulean Shield. It was a huge pain. I stood up until like 4 a.m. I'm serious. So yeah, Skyward Sword, I can't say much because I haven't played many Zelda games, but I think that the motion controllers could have been a lot more polished in terms of flying with the bird. But in terms of the sword, you know, you hitting enemies, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, Skyward Sword, almost done with it. And I did finish Pikmin 2 because I knew that I was getting Pikmin 3 in the mail. So I wanted to go and finish this before I got my hands on Pikmin 3. And I did. I got up to the point where Louis, spoiler alert, but it's not really, because this game's really old. But basically, when Ola Lamar gets home, he forgot Louis, and after that, you and your boss have to go out and find Louis. And I basically stopped there because it really did get drawn out with all of those dungeons you had to go through to go and get all the fruit, and it just wasn't my thing, so I just searched up the ending. I mean, I know the entire, you know, area and everything. I mean, I basically know the entire game. It's just that I wanted to finish it for myself, but I couldn't do it because the game was just drawing out way too long, and it just wasn't for me. This is my least favorite Pikmin game. And then on top, my favorite Pikmin game of all time is Pikmin 3, which I will tell you later, but yeah, this game just draws out for way too long. But hey, it's the second one in the series. I think they learned from that when making Pikmin 3. Now let's get into the games that I played for fun. And let's go get into Crash 2. And I got Crash 2. Main reason being is because this was at thrift store and it was pretty cheap, so I bought it. But anyways, I finished it. I did not get all of the gems. I did not get the true ending, but I did watch it. I actually watched a full Let's Play of the entire game of someone getting all the gems, and it's a huge pain because some parts you have to go back and like leave enemies behind so then you could go jump back up to a platform and whatnot. I mean, it's just not for me because I'm not that kind of the guy that's like a huge completionist. So, I mean, it's a good platformer. If you own a PS2 or PS3, yes, PS3 does play PS1 games, but not PS2. Definitely pick this up on the PlayStation Store, or if you can, find yourself a copy, because it's a really good 3D platformer showing where 3D platformers started, from Mario 64 to Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. So, yeah, good game. Oh, this ain't a game. This just has all of my 3DS games in here, so then I don't have to grab a case when I pick out a game. Anyways, you didn't see that, but anyways, like I said, Animal Crossing. I've been playing some more Animal Crossing, especially when I was out in Pennsylvania. I'm still not up to the point where you get everything, because I'm still trying to unlock some things like the silver net and whatnot, and I have yet to explore in anyone else's town, and for the time being I plan not to because I don't really have much time into this game. I mean, compared to other people, I have a lot of hours into this game, but I do want to get into a nice, decent portion of the game before I start doing all the other stuff. So, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. This has been taking a lot of hours out of my life, and I think I might go play after I go take a shower and whatnot. So, yeah. Next game we have is Project X Zone and Project Cross Zone, whatever you want to call it, but it's basically a RPG with a lot of spectacle fighting and whatnot. I mean, it looks really good. And it does get repetitive after a while, which I do recommend you play in short bursts of this game. Like, play 1 week and then next week you play again. Because if you play this, like, every day, you will see on how repetitive the game gets. So, I mean, it's a lot of fanfare, really, because there's a lot of characters that I don't know, and there are some characters that I do know. Of course, you know, Ryu and Dante and X. So, yeah, there's a lot of characters that you may or may not know. So, yeah, but overall, gameplay in terms of the game itself, it's pretty good. It does get repetitive, like I said, after a while, so I do recommend playing in short bursts. And, yeah, so I think that's all about it that I have to say. Oh, and the story, I don't really care, really, because the story's all over the place. It's a lot of characters getting mixed up with each other, so, yeah. And the last 3DS game is Shin Megami Tensei 4. Haven't played much, but from what I can say is that it's a good RPG, an RPG with voice acting, actually, voiceovers, if I could say that. And that's great, so I hope to go and get more into this game, and hopefully I can learn more of the story, so, yeah. And my last game I played this month, which is Pikmin 3. Now, I've been playing a lot of this game, and what I've been doing is listening to podcasts and, like, listening to videos on YouTube, and basically just, like, playing the game, because that's how I play Pikmin. Because Pikmin really does fly by time, and you do realize when watching some videos from your Watch Later playlist on YouTube, and podcasts and whatnot, but Pikmin 3 does really make time fly by when you know what you're doing. And the best part about this game is that it's good for newbies and good for veterans. And veterans. I don't know what I said there, but you could go back in days, you could go and redo some days if you want to go and get back some Pikmin or whatnot. If you want to go in, if you think you could have done better that day, you could go and retry it, or go back to an earlier day or something. And I like that. I love that about this game, because it's, like I said, good for veterans, good for newcomers, and yeah, it's basically the best Pikmin game, because now all of the Pikmin are accessible through the onions, unlike in Pikmin 2, the purple and white Pikmin, you had to go and get those within caves, and you had to be very careful, because if you lost them, you had to go back into a cave and get them back. So, I am glad that they changed it up within this installment, and basically made everyone accessible, if I could go and say that, and I love that. I love that about this game. And I could say a lot about this game, but I don't have my thoughts exactly, you know, like, precise right now. They're like all over the place, because I am almost done with the game. So, yeah. So, those are all of the games that I played this month. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys, you know, want sneak peeks, or basically want to know what I'm playing earlier, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. So, yeah. I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next month with the next game playing. So, see you guys then.